What the f? I can't.
Let's decorate our outdoor space.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Hi guys, and welcome back to the little series where I make over and upgrade the space that I call my apartment. So I've done 3 episodes of this little series before, and we were focusing on like the rest of my small apartment. If you don't know, I live alone in a like very small 1-bedroom apartment, and I took in the journey of decorating the entire space. And since then, I've made a couple more upgrades. I made this like terrazzo inspired kitchen island thing for my kitchen. I also added a couple of pillows that I bought online. Oh, love. And oh yeah, I bought these like poof things that can work as like footstools or extra seating. I just think that they're really versatile, so I wanted to pick those up, and I keep those underneath my coffee table. But today, we're gonna be focusing on making over my entire patio, because literally guys, my patio is like 1/3 of the size of my apartment, and to have a patio in Toronto is like kind of a little bit unique. Like not everybody has one. I've never personally really had like an outdoor space that was my own. It's always been like I've lived in like small apartments, or I guess when Becky and I lived in college together, we had an outdoor space, but like we were in college, so we were not thinking about like let's decorate our outdoor space. We were not about to buy like outdoor furniture for that. I think we had some like hand-me-down plastic chairs. It was real cute. But anyways, today I'm so excited to work on this patio. Since I saw this place, I didn't move in until November, but I got to view it in like August, and then I had to wait until November to move in, and now I've been waiting until spring and summer to make over my patio. So this has been like a very long time coming, and I've had a very long time to think about it. So I'm so excited to get started. So as you can see, my patio, although it's like pretty large, we have to be conservative about what we're gonna do with the space, because I do have like the stairs and the door, and it's gonna be hard to like actually make a usable space. I need to be really strategic about what I'm gonna put onto my balcony patio. So I think the first thing you do whenever you're making over a space is you gotta measure it and know what you're dealing with. So I measured out my space, and as always, just made like a little outline in Photoshop to figure out what actual furniture I can put in this space, because it's hard to tell. An article actually reached out to me and was like, do you need any furniture for any projects coming up? And I was like, oh wow, that's like just like such a coincidence. I'm gonna be making over my patio. I would love some patio furniture, because their outdoor line is like 100% my aesthetic. I like took a little scroll on their website, and I saw this like one modular sofa, and I was like, can you just imagine if the entire patio was just like this comfy mattress, and you could just like lay on it and it'd be so vibey. But realistically, this is probably not a good idea for like the Canadian summers that we have, because that still includes like a lot of rain. So since I knew that I wanted to like lay down, read, entertain, I mean, I love a good sectional, but I knew that there's no way these beautiful sectionals were going to fit into my space. So then I was looking at the sofas, and I was actually able to sort it for like sofas under 72 inches, which means that I could see which ones would fit my space. I decided that it might be better to get a lounger, so that way I can lounge, but then also use it as like seating, and it just might like sit more people. So I looked at the Tika lounger, and they told me that I actually got like one of the last ones, which I'm like excited about. But if you guys want some alternates, I will link some of their other loungers. They had this beautiful Sol day bed, which unfortunately wouldn't fit in my space, but it's so pretty too. But I ended up picking the Tika lounger, the Luna chair. It just looks so comfy, and also matched the like boho, but like still kind of modern and black vibe, as well as some Bori lanterns. I found these under the accessories, and they're like not powerless, and they're battery operated lanterns that you can like move around and carry. So I got one in small, one in large, and I'm so excited about those, because I feel like you forget about lighting a little bit outside, but like outside can be dark depending on like how hooked up your outside is to some like external lighting. So now that my furniture is ordered, it's time to start working on all the other things that I need to do to get this patio done. This included recruiting Becky and Claire to help me out.
So I'm here at IKEA right now. I'm just gonna pick up a couple of things for the patio. We're in a pretty good spot actually. I did some really good thrifting, so it's really starting to come together. We'll just go pick up a couple things and I'll show you what we're getting.
Walk it, walk it. Beauty. Run.
This is a black.
Can I see this for a sec?
Yeah.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Walk out.
Okay, it's a day in the office and there's just like lots of prep going on, just assembling a bunch of stuff that was purchased at the thrift store. This is like pretty much entirely thrift store. These are some pillows I picked up. That guy in the corner is a thrift store. And then these ones I bought online. And then this guy, which both Becky and Claire have teamworked on this. I got this case from IKEA as is section and the pillows from the thrift store, like the insert. And wow, look at this. I mean, the fact that we even kept the zipper is just like next level, guys, and I really appreciate both you and Becky.
Well, this was the zipper from the...
It was from the pillow, yeah, I know.
Wow. You would never know.
I know! Let's add it to our pile here and see how it all meshes.
Wow, it just blends right in.
I'm so excited. And then here's a bunch of the wood that's going to be for the tabletop that I'm gonna make, and some dowels to hopefully hang some lights. And I gotta paint these all black, which, oh, black paint.
Oh, black. It's in my car. To be continued. Yeah, it's in my car.
Okay, so yesterday I actually started this project for the top of the stairs of my deck. Basically, there's this like hole cut out of the side of my deck for the like stairs to go, and there's a railing around the stairs, and I just feel like it's a lot of dead space. So my solution is going to be to DIY a tabletop that can go on top of the opening where the stairs are. So I was just using leftover wood from the office, and Claire actually picked me up some paint that I can use for this, and there's actually two problems. Oh no, my neighbor's gonna see me vlogging. And there's actually two problems. One being that I didn't have enough wood to cover the whole gap of the top of my stairs on my deck. And the second problem being that the paint that Claire picked up, I know I told her what color to get, but I feel like it's just a little too gray. I want it black, but I just didn't want it like pitch black? So I'm gonna take the paint back to Home Depot and see if they can add more black to it. I don't even know if that's a thing or if they're gonna be like, go home child, but we'll try. So unfortunately they were able to put in the black tint, which I didn't even know if they would do for me because I like didn't buy it today and I didn't have the receipt. But like it looks darker for sure, but it's not like black and I wanted black. So I'm gonna use this as a base because it is an exterior paint, but I do have some black paint in the office. It's probably interior, but I'm probably gonna just paint that over top so that I have like that black look. This will work out. It's really unfortunate. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more work, but what can you do? And usually for outdoor stuff, we'd want to use like a pressure treated wood, which I can show you in a second. But since all the stuff that I already have is like not pressure treated, I didn't want to like switch it up and maybe the paint takes differently. So I'm just gonna go with the regular wood. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm gonna be using an exterior paint on it, so that should hopefully seal it. And you know, this is a rental. I'm not gonna be living there forever, so the wood doesn't need to last forever. But this is what your pressure treated wood looks like. And you're only gonna wanna use this outside because it does have some chemicals in it, which aren't so good for us. All right, I'm back at the office and cutting all the pieces I need for this tabletop for above my stairs. And then I'm making sure that everything has a coat of the gray exterior paint so that it's sealed in and can last outside. And then I'm adding my black color on top. I'll share. Okay, so now that I have my boards painted, I still need to like assemble and do all that stuff and probably give another coat of paint. But, I mean, it doesn't take that long to dry, but still I'm gonna use this opportunity to head to get some plants to fill all of these pots. Let's go. Guys, I'm at the plant store and they actually have so much decor at this plant store, and I need to show you this display. They have like the alpaca display, there's like beachy stuff over there, but look at this. This is like my exact aesthetic. We have whites and blacks. These look like the exact Bory lanterns I got, except these ones are candles and the ones I have are electric. This is the vibe, and it's so nice to see it together because it was in my head so far and now I can see it. I don't really buy outdoor plants. I don't know what I'm doing. This plant is called Mr. Big. We definitely want any kind of plant called Mr. Big. Also, which streaming platform has Sex and the City on it? Netflix, Amazon Prime? Like, get at me, because that's all I want to watch, really. This is a cacti. And these grow beside garages like weeds in California. And here, it's $75. Dill! I like dill too. Okay, I'm back from the plant store and I have my collection of plants here. These are some of them. But next up I need to finish this deck thing before the day is over, and it's getting over. So over here I have, this is the back side of my tabletop, and I have these like leftover pieces from the, did I make it? Did Becky make it? It was like the trellis DIY, the IKEA upcycle trellis DIY. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. That's what these are left over from, and I just cut them to size. And I'm just gonna use a staple gun to attach them here so that it keeps my whole tabletop together. And then technically I should paint this, but maybe I'll do that later because it's not a #1 priority. Okay, let's do it. My herbs. Sorry, what? My herbs. My herbs. Okay, it's the next day and I have my deck tabletop here, and I do need to cut out one more notch, so if you weren't getting the picture, it's gonna go like this. Right? Yes! Using that useless space that was over the stairs, which was like, again, literally taking up like a quarter of my deck. So I'm just gonna measure where this needs to go so that I can cut out the notch. So that was unfortunate. I thought that a chisel would work, but Becky is going to bring me a drill. But Becky's, there she goes. There she goes, there's Becky. But Becky's gonna bring me a jigsaw and a drill so that I can finish this. But in the meantime, I have to clean up this deck because it's a little bit messy. Okay, so we're done cleaning the patio and I got my jigsaw so I can finally finish that tabletop. But I actually can't believe how well this turned out. I did not expect it to look this good. I thought it would still look like dried deck, but I'm stoked. Okay, so let's finish this guy. If you guys don't know, the hack to jigsawing in small spaces is that you drill a hole with your drill and then you slip in your jigsaw, and that way you can get into a tight space such as this. Okay, that looks sick. And this is totally renter friendly. Nobody will know. I can like take this off after, although who wants me to roof this, because I think it's fantastic. And I need to touch up some black paint here, but I'm loving it. Like, I feel like this should have been what the landlord did to begin with, because this was such a waste of space underneath the stairs, right? Well, next up, let's work on some lighting. Now, I don't really have an overhang up here, and I can't drill into this brick to do any lighting. So I figured out a solution, and it involves some dowels and zip ties. So I just got these from the hardware store and painted them black. And all I'm going to do is use the zip ties to attach my dowels to the four corners of my patio, and then I'm gonna be able to string up lights wherever I want. Genius? I think so. Although I'm not gonna keep up these lights like 24/7 because I feel like it's not the sturdiest thing if there's like rain or like wind. So I'll put them up and take them down if there's any like harsh weather or if I'm not using them.
Do you need like 2 hands?
Yeah, kind of. Holy hailstorm! Oh, what the fuck? What the f? I can't! What the hell? It's hailing. No. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Ow, it actually hurts. It's like hitting my face. Ow.
Subscribe if you're proud of us for working through a hailstorm.
I support this message.
Alright, I need to continue this when it's not raining, but here's a sneak peek at the lights. It's gonna be cute, but it's too cold and rainy right now, so bye. Okay, so it's another day, and honestly, it's still not patio season weather, but it's not hailing, so like we'll take what we can get. I have this outdoor rug, which I definitely want to put down because this deck is just like meh. Even though we cleaned it, it's not like amazing, and this is just gonna bring together the space. So let's see how it looks. Abracadabra.
Ooh, look at it.
You know, I was gonna be worried about stepping on it.
I was gonna say,
like,
careful.
it's an outdoor carpet. Okay, it's the most exciting time, the time where I can bring in my article furniture. It has arrived. I have my pieces. I ended up going with the Luna lounge chair, the Tika lounger, as well as some Bori lanterns. And this is my favorite part because I've been waiting to read and sit and lounge on this balcony or patio or deck. What is it? I don't know. Since I moved in, since before I moved in, really. So I'm excited. And the Luna lounge chairs actually came in a set of 2, which means that my living room just got a new chair too. You get free shipping if your order is over $999 with article.com, and if it happens to be under that amount, then there's a flash shipping rate of like $49, $19. It kind of depends what items you're purchasing. And Article also offers a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, which is like so helpful for me because I do not buy anything unless it has a return policy because I'm so freaking indecisive. And the Tika lounger here is so versatile. I mean, I have sunbathing mode, as you do in your sweater. I have just hanging out, maybe drinking some rosé mode. I have a reading mode. And the best part is that I can still have a couch mode and fit lots of my friends. Oh my God, who am I? I don't know. Alright, next up is the pillows. My lounger doesn't look quite couchy enough without it, so I wanted to bring some pillows out here. And I know that like outdoor pillows are definitely a thing. They're like a little bit more durable, they're water resistant, but I didn't want to sacrifice style for function. But I do have a solution to make sure that these hold up for the entire patio season. So I can link down below where I picked up these guys from. Some are thrifted, some are like an IKEA upcycle. Let's style this couch. Couch, lounger, couch. Identity crisis, that's what it is. Okay, next up what I'm adding at the end of the lounger is this little table that I quickly whipped up in the office with like any scrap wood that I have. It's a little bit wonky, but I think it'll be fine. And I painted it black to match everything, and it's gonna fit perfectly in this little corner at the end of the lounger. Oh yeah, next up, I think I want to bring in the poofs. When I was buying them for my living room, I actually had the idea that I could possibly bring them outside to my patio during patio season, and that way they're super versatile and multi-use. Okay, I think really the last thing to do, second last thing, we need some plants on this patio. In this corner, I'm gonna put a hosta. It's like kind of mostly in the shade, so hopefully a hosta will survive here. And then I have my greenhouse, which I'm gonna put on top of my tabletop, which is gonna have some of my herbs in it. And then some jade and aloe and some other things I can sprinkle throughout the patio. Alright, last up I have my Bori lanterns from Article, which I'm stoked about. Like, I did not know this was a product. Like, look at this little light bulb flashlight thing. Like, that's genius. And I don't know if I've been living under a rock or I just didn't know that this existed until now. Genius. So I'm gonna sprinkle these throughout my space and then I think we're done. Okay, I'm done and I honestly couldn't be happier with this patio. It's my little brain, it like puked out this beautiful patio and I'm so happy. And I think that this whole place is gonna look like honestly 10 times better at night or dusk. So let's see what that looks like. And I know you guys are probably thinking, but Kelsey, what about the raccoons or when it's raining or cold and windy? Well, guess what? I got a solve for all of that. I have this garbage bin that's gonna act as a storage for some candles or extra pillows. That's how we raccoon proof. And for my lounger, I actually have the Opry outdoor furniture cover from Article, which I can use to cover up some pillows and the lounger. And then lastly, I'm making a raccoon repellent spray out of some cayenne pepper, hot sauce, and water mixture. I can leave a link below to a recipe. This is natural and I'm gonna spray it around the entire area so that the raccoons stay away because they don't like the scent. Thank you guys so much for watching my patio makeover, and if you haven't seen the other videos where I styled my apartment, make sure you click those around and in the description below. And thank you so much to Article for gifting me these beautiful pieces for my space, and see you guys next time. Bye! I am in love with this embroidery, but I think it's actually just glued on like rope twine on this stainless steel straw carrying bag. Looking good. I love that we inspired you to maybe do this, but you put your own little flair on it. Make sure you share your DIYs using #SorryGirlsSquad and tagging us on Instagram.